Hello there, Meteorologist Noah Bergren here. It is just after 3:30 on a Thursday afternoon. Hope everybody's doing good out there for today. We do have lots to track and discuss, namely in terms of fires out there this afternoon. And some of these are going to be pretty big. I want to take you first full screen and show you what's cooking out there right now. The big story right now is fire weather warnings. These are in effect for most of Central Florida through the rest of the day today. And the reason why is because we have wind that is really gusty. Winds are up to 10, 20, 30 mile an hour, and that is causing very ripe fire conditions. So let me know what you're seeing in your backyard. One other thing that we do track on here is the relative humidity. Relative humidity is not quite as low as it was Monday right now, but it's still going to be falling here over the next couple of hours. And we are tracking actually a couple of fires out there right now. So I do want to bring you to that. Currently, here is the latest smoke and fire map. First things first, we've got a fire down here in Brevard County. It's not showing up on our system. I'm not quite sure why, but let me just show you the risk levels here. So first today, it's pretty high. Storm team alert for the winds and low humidity. We've got high gusty winds, very low humidity. That's going to cause a very high threat for wildfires as we head through the rest of the afternoon into the evening tonight. And then on Friday and Saturday, we're looking at just a medium chance of some of those fires because of lightning. So it'll really be mostly today that we have this. Now, I do want to take you out to some of our traffic and weather cameras. First things first, I do want to show you, this is I-95 South that is closed. So I-95 southbound is closed. There's a tractor trailer fire that flipped over. Now, this is different, we think, than what is an active ongoing fire in the Scottsmore area. So there is actually quite a large fire ongoing near Scottsmore. There's also a fire now near Port St. John. So we've got multiple fires breaking out, but so I-95 southbound is closed. This is a major disruption. You see here exit, I can't read, it's 231 maybe. This is Oak Hill and Scottsmore. It's closed. So a major traffic disruption. Now this, I believe, is the wildfire that you can see burning off in the distance. Yeah, so this is a wildfire separate from the actual traffic disruption that's in I-95. And I'm going to take you to the radar so you can see that currently. So if we flip the radar over here, and I'll play this, you can see how what it looks like rain. It's actually not rain. This is a wildfire. I'm still trying to confirm if this smoke is caused by the tractor trailer burning, which would be right about here. But this is a pretty intense signature. If you look right here, yeah, seeing yellow and red like this almost always is correlated with a pretty significant fire. Very rarely do you see yellows and reds like this if it's not a significant fire. So definitely here just to the west of Scottsmore, somewhere in this area, it does look like there is likely a pretty large brush fire that is burning. And if I switch this over to our dual polarization mode, you can see that smoke plume extends actually pretty far out to sea like this. That's the smoke plume. You're probably seeing it from very far away. The smoke extends almost 25 miles to the northeast in that southwest to northeast wind. So we do have at least one fire there. Now further to the south, it's difficult to see on this mode of the radar because see how it just looks like a giant mess? That's because the radar is right here. It's really hard to use this fire tracking mode of the radar when you get that close to it. But I do want to show you another fire that is going on. Let me see. So this is a fire going on in Brevard County. This is from Esther Bauer, who got this video. Let me take this full screen so you can see it. So we've got this one fire in the Scottsmore area. Then we've got another fire that's burning down off of Wickham Road, which meteorologist Laurel Blanchard is on her way down to this. So this is the other fire. This is off of Wickham Road by Holy Trinity in Melbourne area. And you can see a pretty decent fire there that's close to some things. We got this in about 45 minutes to an hour ago, and we're going to have Laurel Blanchard out there with the Thunder Truck here coming up in a little bit. So that's the second fire that we are tracking out there on this Thursday evening. So I'm going to take a quick break here on Fox Local, YouTube, and Facebook. We will be right back. Coming up in a hot second, I will talk to you much more about some rain that's on the way for the weekend. Good news, we have rain coming Friday night into Saturday, what that means for the drought, and I'll get into the updated drought monitor for you coming up in just about a few minutes.
Ready?
All right, hey there, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us here. Temperatures tomorrow on Fox Local, YouTube, and Facebook. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. We just have a little bit of breaking weather into the Weather Center. A busy afternoon here, and we're going to be joined by meteorologist Laurel Blanchard coming up on the News Edge at 5. So I want to dig a little bit more into the forecast for you. Thanks for sticking with us again. It's about 3:47 on a Thursday afternoon. Temperatures tomorrow are going to get into the low to mid 80s. There'll be a little bit less wind tomorrow, so not as high of a fire threat tomorrow compared to what we had out there for today. So let me give you a quick reset. The big picture story is what we're talking about. First, there's a high fire threat through the rest of the day today, thanks to the low humidity and the high gusty winds. We have a fire weather warning in effect and a storm team alert in effect because of that. We do have a few thunder showers late Friday night into Saturday morning. I don't think it's a ton, but it's definitely something that can help our fire threat as we head into the upcoming weekend. And then next week, we've got Bike Week, a lot of events in Central Florida, and things look really, really nice. There should be a lot of sunshine for us across the state. So that'll be really good news as we head into next week, where I don't think after Saturday, we're going to see a lot of inclement weather again. So we do have an update to the burn bans from yesterday. Laurel put this together for us. We do have Volusia County that has now been added into the burn ban list. Essentially, nobody should be burning if at all possible because the ground is too dry. We've had too many freezes. Things are very vulnerable for fires out there right now. So if you have a comment or a question, please put it in the feed. I'd love to hear from you. Dan Potter, question of the day. I will give you that coming up in a second. Rain on Saturday in Orlando, Dan. I'll show you that in a second. Where is TJ? TJ is off today. Hello. I have family there. You're welcome on YouTube. Bink, how are you? Welcome back, Fox Local friends and family. How are you? Those of you on YouTube and Facebook, thanks for sticking with us. Those of you on Fox Local, welcome back. It's now 3:50. Thanks for sticking with us here through that quick break. So over the next couple of days, the fire threat remains high, but I do want to take you outside now because we do have a couple of breaking weather stories. This is the camera. Essentially, I think you'd call this the Scottsmore area. That's a fire burning off on the left side of your screen. This is looking northbound, and because of a tractor-trailer fire, which is separate, I-95 is closed. Yeah, look at that. This is, if you look closely, that's the Scottsmore exit and the Oak Hill exit, about 2:30 there on I-95. So some pretty big news there. Now, I'm still trying to work to confirm if these are related, if the fire we're seeing on radar was caused by the tractor-trailer flipping. I have not yet confirmed. However, this is a pretty large fire that is burning in northern Brevard in southern Volusia County. So the fire would be somewhere right about here. And then you see this green plume that extends out. It's not rain. Radar, when it sees smoke, thinks that it's rain, and it shows up as green. So we do have a fire right here, fire number 1 that's burning. I think that this is separate from the tractor-trailer fire that flipped over. Now, further to the south, it's kind of harder to see because we have a sea breeze that's actually coming in. If you look at this green line here, that's actually the sea breeze from the Atlantic Ocean that's moving in. So that's actually going to help to reduce the fire threat a little bit in those areas where it's still really high inland areas. Now, other than that, let's take a look around. This is interesting right here. We'll see if that turns into something. This generally, we don't see reflectivity that high unless there's a fire of some kind. This is in the Sorrento area of Zellwood in Mount Dora. So let me give you a picture reset. So in terms of fires, I know it's kind of hard to see on this map, but we've got at least 2 that are burning today. There's one right here in northern Brevard County, far northern Brevard. There's another one right here in Melbourne. And there might be a third over here by Lake Kissimmee. So these are fires that are going today. And this is the smoke plume that goes out that way. There's a little bit of smoke plume here out into the Atlantic Ocean. So for fire number 2, this is what that looks like. Fire number 2, this is from Esther Bauer, who has this down in Brevard County. Let me show you some video of that. This is from Wickham Road in Holy Trinity. We've talked about this for a while. There would be this fire threat, and there is. Okay, so just in, I'm following this with our newsroom. So the fire in Mims is a fire. It's a 2-alarm vegetation fire. Blunts Ridge Road and Arantua Road in Mims. So, okay, my suspicion was correct. Because this fire number 1 up here is really big on radar. So this is separate right here from the traffic incident that's blocking I-95. There's a tractor trailer that flipped over. This is going to be a monster impact as we head into the evening commute. Let me try to load our traffic system. Give me a quick second. This is going to be slow as I don't normally have the traffic loaded on my machine. But I wanted to see if I can show it to you quick. So if you have a question, put it in the feed. I see them here. Thank you, those of you on YouTube, Facebook, Fox Local. Fox Local friends, I'll be with you for about another 4 minutes, and then you'll see the 407 coming up at 4. We will have Laurel Blanchard out in Brevard for the fires a little bit later. Let me turn this off, see if I can come up towards I-95 here. Yeah, it's not loading right now, sadly. I might have to give this a little... Oh, there it is. Perfect. So where you see the purple, that's where it's closed. So actually, the southbound lane is what's closed. If you look here, I think I can draw on this, but the southbound lane is closed, and everybody's getting off into Maytown right here. The northbound lane also has extreme slowdown, but it's not closed. So heads up if you're traveling in Brevard County, northern Brevard. Let me pull up a couple of these cameras here. See what this one does. So this is I-95 northbound in Oak Hill, which obviously you can see there's nobody on it because it's purple there, which denotes the extreme interruption. I'll give it a second to load. This is the southbound camera. See if this loads here. So we're tracking multiple developments here. Okay, so shout out to our assignment manager, Caitlin, who confirmed my suspicion. Let's come off the traffic updates and we'll go to this. So it is a brush fire. So we've got multiple things going on. There's a traffic incident. I-95 is closed. A tractor trailer flipped over and caught fire. Separate from that, there's a fire burning, which you can see, it's pretty large. You can see it there. It's kind of hard to see because the smoke is getting washed out from the clouds in the background, the way the sun angle is, but right in the center of your screen here, there's a pretty big fire. It's a 2-alarm fire in the Mims area, so let me see if I can draw where this is for you, because our newsroom is providing me these breaking updates as we're tracking them. So it's a very fluid situation. They are monitoring. There is a concern for structures in the area. Nothing is endangered yet, but there are structures nearby. Blunts Ridge Road in Mims. Blunts Ridge Road. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig through where this is. Blunts Ridge Road. Blunts Ridge Road and Arantua Road. Yeah, I'm going to have to look through it, but there's definitely a fire in here. There's definitely a wildfire burning in here that's getting close to home. So we're going to have to watch that through the evening. Now, the one that's down in Brevard, it's too close to the radar. We really can't see it. You really can't see the smoke plume going out into the ocean. So we're tracking a fire in the Mims area, right there. A fire in Brevard. Tractor trailer flipped. I-95 is closed. And then still through the evening, there's an elevated fire threat because of the wind being elevated, which the gusts right now are up over 20. Anything over 20 is ripe for fires. We've talked about this for days. Anytime you have the wind over 20, that's the first key to forecasting fires. The humidity is low. We've got a lot of dry fuels and dry ground, and we've got the recent freezes. So fire weather warning continues through the evening. Fox Local friends, you're about to end the stream because we're going to get you to the 407 coming up in a few minutes. But I will be live on the News Edge at 5, 6, 8, 10, and 11, or no 8 tonight, 5, 6, 10, and 11. Laurel will be joining me. We'll have updates for you on these fires that are developing and any new ones that form. But definitely a busy afternoon for fires. Good news, there will be some showers overnight tomorrow night into Saturday morning, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. So Fox Local family, thank you for watching. We'll see you here as always every day at 3:30 to 3:58 on the stream for the Weather Extra. Those of you on YouTube and Facebook, thank you as well. I'll have more updates for you coming up on the News Edge at 5. Have a great rest of your afternoon.